On March 2nd of 2025, a woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment, unaware that she would film something very unsettling while moving in. Ever since getting the keys to the place, she's been documenting her entire moving in process. But then one day, while making a video, she records this.
Can I help him?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
A man who she doesn't know suddenly appears in her apartment. He most likely walked in after seeing the door was unlocked. Now, while it's unsure if they caught him, viewers are completely baffled by something else in this video. Somehow, the door opens on its own right when Jeanette is heading towards it. In the heat of the moment, she didn't realize this until much later when viewers pointed this out.
Okay, update. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. All I know is whatever happened, I'm grateful to whatever opened this door, because if this didn't open, I don't know, some things probably would have happened. So.
Now, thankfully, Jeanette makes it out safely and immediately gets help. But despite this terrifying encounter, nothing would prepare her for what occurred only a few nights later. As she writes, "I have no words to explain this." While trying to record a cute video with her cat, this happens. As it seems, the intruder wasn't the only presence inside her apartment. On her bed, this happens. An indentation begins to form, as if someone had gone on the mattress. But then another imprint begins to emerge, causing Jeanette to freak out. Understandably, she scurries over to another corner of the room while trying her best to remain calm. From here, we can barely see the indents, but looking closely, either a black speck or something like it appears on the bed. Terrified by this, and more so by the person outside her door, she calls the police and spends the night at her neighbor's. And yes, her cat also came along. Now, while police did find the intruder who ran away, they have no explanation for what occurred in this video. However, this wouldn't be the first time that something like this has happened.
It was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Oh my God.
Tell me how I saw someone.
Given both incidents, the question is begged, just what is going on with Jeanette's new place? And why is it that something unusual takes place during a break-in? She continues to share videos of her moving in journey, but thankfully, no new intrusions have occurred since then. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one. In the following video, a young girl is playing a game by herself when something happens that scares the living daylights out of her.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
Although nothing is seen, she swears that she saw a face inside her bedroom. Apparently, this is what happens when you play the game that she was playing. It's called The Sky is Blue, and the objective of the game is to record a floating face on camera. Now, seeing how scared and shaken up she was, her parents deemed it necessary to ban her from playing the game inside the house. But despite this rule, she continues to play the game.
Sky is blue, and I see you.
Although having broken this rule, she wouldn't be the only one in her family to break it. Her older sister Vicky wanted to see what it was that freaked out her little sister when she played this game. So, she plays it with her.
What do?
You go, the sky is blue, move down and say, and I see you. And you want to look for a baby's face.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
That's not how you do it. You have to point up at the ceiling
That's what I did.
and slowly go down.
Why do I have to do it slowly?
Because that's how it goes.
The sky is blue.
Like before, nothing appears. But one night, when Vicky decides to play the game with every room inside the house since no one else was home, this happens.
The sky is blue, and I see you. 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 The sky is blue, and I see you.
Vicky was completely shaken up by what occurred inside her bedroom. Her chandelier had somehow detached itself from the ceiling. This didn't make any sense to her, considering that the chandelier was securely mounted. The only way that it could have fallen, as she believes, was if the weight had brought it down. But even then, the fact that it happened right when she was playing this game is what freaks her out.
Alright, so for those of you asking, this is what fell. That game? Absolutely not.
Whether a coincidence or not, the sudden falling of the black fixture had sent her running in a panic frenzy. It's no wonder why Vicky hasn't played the game since then. Now, it isn't sure if playing the game had anything to do with what occurred, but until more people share their experience playing the game, this footage will continue to remain unexplained.
Have you ever seen a game where the stronger you become, the more dangerous it is? You are in the wilderness with no guidance and no tasks. You must always be on guard against sneak attacks from players and bosses. The bosses here will become stronger as you progress. All you can do is shuttle and explore in the wilderness, and kill monsters to level up. When you finally reach level 100, you will receive your first quest reward. It allows you to choose to upgrade to a poison, ice, or fire-based profession. After upgrading, you will unlock more advanced maps. Do you think you have the ability to try such a game?
Play for free now.
In the following video, Diana, Sudi, and her brother are freaking out after seeing many police cars pulling up to their backyard.
One that now looks like there's another one.
There's another one? Oh, you're right. What the hell is... Here.
Look,
It appears that all the policemen are checking out this trailer. Something about it must be worth examining because, as it seems, a lot of cops are going inside. According to Diana, the trailer belongs to her father and he's been renting it out to someone. However, the person living inside has not left the trailer for more than a week, which is why the police are here. They're conducting a welfare check to see if the man inside is okay, but upon checking, they discovered something rather unfortunate.
He's not coming out. They're doing a check.
The man had passed away. Now it's worth mentioning that during this recording, Diana and her brother didn't know the man had passed. They were just recording all the commotion that was going on in their backyard. But as they got closer to the trailer, Diana captures something that she can't explain. The following is her footage. Watch closely.
I'm
Right there. Wait, they're going up to Thomas' place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell?
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? Going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Neither Diana nor her brother had noticed the small figure. They don't recall ever seeing the silhouette from the recording, which makes them think that it was never there to begin with. However, the video shows otherwise. Something was actually there, but for some reason, they couldn't see it in person. But of course, the strangest part about this is the figure itself. At some point, the figure disappears behind a policeman.
That's a lot of cops.
To Diana, this might explain why the silhouette was completely elusive to them. Now, while this whole incident creeps her out, it doesn't compare to what happens when she and her father decide to go inside the trailer a few days after this occurrence. But Diana regrets helping him because, while checking it out, this happens.
Oh. You brought your phone?
Yeah. Hey.
Get ready. Could be a little smelly.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god. What was that?
A lifeless crow suddenly falls out from an open cabinet, scaring the living daylights out of Diana. Although not sure how it just suddenly fell out, she has no words for what she finds while being inside the trailer. What she uncovers has left her beyond spooked. Watch.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, his kid died too, like, I don't know, before. A long time ago.
While it may seem like nothing significant, these handprints are the reason why Diana hasn't been able to come back to this trailer. It didn't immediately click for her, but after going home and watching this video, she quickly sent it to her brother, who then told her exactly what she was thinking. While looking back at the video she took days before, she couldn't help but notice the size of the figure. Its stature is similar to that of a child's. Could it be, as Diana thinks, that the figure may have been the spirit of the man's child? Given what occurred on this night, she feels that its appearance was unlikely to be a coincidence.
What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like down before. A long time ago.
As with all videos, I'll let you be the judge on whether or not something paranormal was captured. But for now, this video remains a mystery. Now this next video was submitted to me by Rachel K, who works at a retirement home where something very strange was recently caught on camera. The story goes that a few days ago, a cleaning crew was sent to clean the second floor of this building. They were sent there to clean up the rooms, but most importantly, a pile of cat litter that a child had accidentally dropped while visiting their grandma. So as requested, they cleaned up the second floor, but right when they were halfway done cleaning up, this happens.
Yeah, this vegetarian. Vegan will be like, no cheese.
Oh, that's disgusting. Or the vegan cheese.
Or the vegan cheese. That would be.
I'm not the only one that heard that.
Well, there was this one time when I was in this hallway and like. Oh, get the f*** out!
Out of nowhere, what looks like footprints suddenly appear on the carpet. No other footprints appear anywhere else except here. This is interesting considering the color of the prints. They look quite similar to the coloration of the cat litter. Seeing how close it is to the cat sand, it doesn't seem far-fetched to think that a pair of feet had set foot on the powdery substance. But the question is though, just how exactly did a pair of footprints appear without there being someone present? Earlier, the group had heard a strange noise from down the hall. Then moments later, they rush out in a panic frenzy after hearing a loud noise. Rachel K, the person who sent me this, thinks that the noise had some connection to the footprints. After all, the second floor of this retirement home is thought to be haunted. Whether or not this explains the footprints remains inconclusive, but as with most videos, you be the judge. How exactly did the footprints manifest on the carpet? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Now the following video comes from a brother and sister known as Josh and Crystal, who were staying over at a hotel where apparently something happened that neither of them could put into words. It goes without saying, but what happened on this day inside their hotel room continues to keep them up at night.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me. Are you a little boy? It's okay. Come here. It's okay.
Now while it may seem like nothing much, the rest of the video is what many viewers can't stop talking about. Keep in mind that Crystal thinks the shadow is that of a little boy. Even though nothing about it immediately yells it's a small child, past experiences with the paranormal have led her to believe that this was the spirit of a kid. Viewers, however, couldn't see why she would think this, but after looking closely and noticing a certain detail, they see it. This is what was caught.
I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. Is he moving? Is he moving? It's okay.
No, wait.
It's
Come
okay.
back. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight. Towards me. No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
Needless to say, both siblings were utterly spooked. A full-body shadow figure of a little boy seemingly comes out of the bathroom where Josh and Crystal were filming. What was thought to be outside was actually inside with them. The little boy, as they believe, was something beyond explanation. But they're not as spooked by this, considering that the hotel they were staying at is well known for having paranormal occurrences. As they state, this wasn't the only unexplainable thing that happened to them while being there. In fact, they have more footage of other paranormal occurrences that took place at this hotel, which they plan to release real soon on their channel. So if you're interested, be sure to check out their page. But for now, I'll leave it to you to decide as to what exactly was caught on camera. Now this next video comes from Jordan Bowen, who was home alone when she took this video. It's late at night, and she's watching TV while sending Snapchats to her friends. This is something that she often does, especially when she doesn't have any company at home. Her apartment can sometimes feel creepy when no one else is around, so understandably, she talks to friends via Snapchat to feel less alone. But after sending some videos to them, a friend notices something strange in one of her snaps. The following is what she caught without noticing. Take a look. As it seems, she wasn't alone, or at least not to her knowledge. Initially thinking she was just seeing things, she now sees that it wasn't just all in her head. Someone or something was actually inside her apartment. It's hard to see unless you look closely, but zooming in, you can see what looks like a shadowy mass making its way from one room to another. It happens quickly, but if you slow the footage, you can tell that something large is moving. As someone in the comments noted, whatever this is looks like it's hunched over while moving stealthily across the apartment. Whether a person or thing, it did not want to be seen, or at least it seems like that. While not much else is known about this footage, or if Jordan has caught anything else in her apartment, the video on its own is pretty creepy. So then, just who or what was seen inside Jordan's apartment? Let me know your thoughts on this one. At around 5 a.m. on August 14 of 2015, a fire breaks out inside a school building. Many firemen arrive on the scene, while people who live near the school take out their phones to record the raging inferno before them. The school in question is known as Red Crow Community College, and apparently, on the same day the fire took place, something strange was caught on camera. Now, some reports indicate that the fire was started by an arson who has not been identified to this day. Others, however, say that the fire was caused by electrical issues. It's unclear what started it, but this ambiguity is what makes the following video even creepier. The person who sent me this writes that the school used to be a boarding school for children of indigenous tribes. However, many of these kids lost their lives at school as a result of disease outbreaks like measles and meningitis. For this reason, some believe the school grounds are haunted, which might explain what was captured according to them. The video's quality isn't exactly HD since it was taken many years ago, but the following is what was caught outside the school building during the fire. now becomes clear as to why this person was already recording the spot. They had probably already seen the white figure appear before this video. Now at first glance, the pale shape looks like a stream of smoke, but then moments later, the white silhouette begins to move in such a way that makes it seem as though it's alive. Even weirder is that during this time, winds were picking up speed. So if this had been smoke from the fire inside the building, then naturally, it should have been carried away by the winds. But that doesn't happen. Instead, it slithers back into the building in a fluid-like motion, just like a snake. As it appears, it's unknown as to what exactly was captured. Although taken in 2015, this video has yet to be explained. Now this last video comes from a concerned mother who caught footage of something that took place inside her son's bedroom. It was recorded on a security camera on March 27 of 2025 when her son was taking a nap. She believes that what was captured had something to do with the recent renovations that she's been doing to her house. As she states, "We must have disturbed something during renovations." The following is what was caught. Natalie, the mother of this child, is at a loss for words for what was captured in this footage. Her son was pulled off the bed. Although it isn't obvious as to what had tugged on her son's leg, it's evident that the cat had sensed or noticed something, because only moments after leaving, this happens. What happened here is no doubt pretty weird, but it's important to note that a certain detail has led viewers to question the footage itself. For one, it is strange how the child seems to move in a sped-up motion while the rest of the video plays normally. While it could be that this was just part of the paranormal occurrence, viewers aren't really sure what to think. However, the mother has provided a screen recording of the footage playing in real time from the Ring app itself, which completely rules out the possibility of this being edited. If that's true, then this definitely makes what was captured pretty strange. Now, no further info or updates have been posted since then, but until then, let me know your thoughts on this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Also be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Tak przygotowanych ziemniaków jeszcze nie jedliście, a gyros z boczniaka skradnie wasze podniebienia. Zróbcie ze mną to cudo. Grzyby delikatnie rozwalam dłońmi, szarpię. Pamiętajcie,
While driving down a stretch of highway, Felicity D promptly takes out her phone after noticing something down the road. It had caught her attention, considering that no other cars were on the road. It was just her and the driver alone on this highway when this was spotted. Now this video takes place in Arenas Valley, New Mexico, where it seems that others have encountered similar experiences. Ghost sightings are nothing new to those who live around here, but this, as viewers believe, may just be the clearest evidence of something paranormal. Although it's hard to say as to what this was, you can see that something is moving before somehow vanishing. It's a bit faint, but something is there, until it isn't. Now unfortunately not much info is given on this clip, except that it took place in New Mexico. Yet still, as many have commented, this footage is pretty creepy. Just who, or even what, was seen on camera? On a Sunday afternoon inside a small retail store, an employee working by himself decides to tidy up a few items on display. It was like any other workday at the shop. Johann Salazar would clock in and start the shift by organizing stock, but as he does his job, he all of a sudden runs to the back of the store, completely out of breath and visibly shaking. Johan, in his own words, had felt something heavy drop on his shoulders. Not sure what it was that was on his back, he looks at the security camera recording at this time and sees something that terrifies him beyond belief. This is what he saw. It appears that Johan's shirt and hoodie is pulled by something. Initially thinking that someone had put their hands on Johan's back, he turns around expecting someone to be there, but to his shock, there was no one. He was absolutely positive that he felt something heavy on his shoulders, yet it seems that whatever weight he had felt was non-existent. Or so it seems, because as viewers believe, this invisible weight was most likely a spirit who was getting physical with Johan. If that's the case, then its presence was definitely felt. But whether ghost or not, Johan has been left terribly shaken by this incident. To this day, there is yet to be an update on this whole occurrence. Now the following video comes from a mother who for some reason began to feel an overwhelming sense of anxiety while taking care of her baby. It was just her and her son alone at home watching a movie peacefully when things took an unexpected turn. Looking at the bathroom door, she notices that it's wide open. When she last looked, it was somewhat shut. Seeing that something was different, she grabs her phone and begins to record. Whenever something like this happens, according to her, things get very weird. It's a common occurrence, but on this night, what she captures is unlike anything she's ever experienced. On the verge of having a panic attack, she records the bathroom when this is captured.
The door is moving by itself. Please go away. Please go away. You're not wanted. Go away. Whatever you are, go away. Oh my God. I am so scared right now. Please go away. It can't be spooky. Spooky? Psst, 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 psst. Spook? Moo?
To say that the mother was spooked out of her mind would be putting it lightly. It's the fact that she pulls in her child after sensing something dangerous that really shows this. Now, she didn't see it at first, but after watching this video, she saw it. At the entrance to the bathroom, a very distinct shadow-like figure appears quickly. It's actually pretty quick when it happens, so it's understandable as to why she had missed this, but seeing how fast it moves only adds to the creepiness of this footage. Whatever this might have been seems to pop in and out quick before seemingly disappearing. Seeing this and hearing the bathroom door creak has led her to believe that something paranormal took place. But whether ghost or not, there has yet to be a definitive explanation for what was captured on this night.
Rozszerzona odpowiedzialność producenta to jest zbiór przepisów, które mówią o tym, co właściwie z tymi opakowaniami, odpadami opakowaniowymi powinno się dziać i kto za to powinien zapłacić. Państwowe systemy zarządzania pieniędzmi niestety nie charakteryzują się wysoką wydajnością. Jak ktoś ma wątpliwości, niech zobaczy, jak działa NFZ. No wystarczy. Im gorzej, tym drożej. To tak mniej więcej jakby powiedzieć i wszystko jest dalej takie samo. Wszystko będzie super. To jakby mniej więcej powiedzieć, że za Gierka była gospodarka wolnorynkowa. To mniej więcej jest takie powiedzenie.
In the following video, a security guard is doing rounds at a hotel when she suddenly comes to a stop after encountering something very disturbing. This video took place in 2019 and was recently shared by a friend of the security guard shown in the clip. At first, the friend who posted this wasn't sure if sharing this online would be a good idea. What was captured, according to them, is something that the hotel would rather keep under wraps. Perhaps to avoid reminding people of a terrible incident that occurred many years ago. In 1986, this exact hotel, which was formerly called the DuPont Plaza, had mysteriously caught fire, resulting in many lives being lost. Guests had no choice but to leap off their balconies as the flames had engulfed the whole building. The sight of this was hard to bear, to say the least. But fast forward to 2019, and the hotel is now rebranded and remodeled under a different company. However, from time to time, strange things would happen here. Hotel guests would report supposed paranormal experiences and blame the fire incident that occurred years ago to explain this. The following video is a prime example of what guests experience while being here. It's late at night when apparently something pulls the security guard's hair. Take a look. Looking closely, you can see that her ponytail is the first thing that moves before she tilts her head. However, its movement is anything but subtle. It's as if something had yanked her hair, causing her to jerk her head in a sudden motion. According to the friend who posted this, the security guard thought that someone had ran away upon pulling her hair. But after watching this clip, that clearly wasn't the case. Her hair was definitely pulled, but it wasn't someone she could identify, let alone see. What happened here, as the friend believes, was something unexplainable. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly could explain the security guard's hair being pulled? It's late at night when a group of friends decide to enter a hospital that's been out of service for quite some time. They would never come alone unless they were dared to do so, because apparently this place is not what it seems. Although seeming like an empty facility devoid of any doctors or patients, the Felix Bonis Hospital in Santiago, Chile has been said to have a certain presence within its walls. Now thankfully, the lights are still on inside this hospital, which is a good thing for the group. The emergency system powering these lights appears to be running, but even with the lights on, the following incident remains just as frightening. This is what they caught.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Félix Bonis. Son las... ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? La 1:08. La 1:08. La 1:08. La 1:08.
It happens quickly, but upon looking closely, you'll see what appears to be a silhouette of a person just walking past the group of friends. No one had noticed it, and no one realized what was captured until much later when watching the footage. Clearly, something had been there, but it's hard to say as to what exactly it was. Briefly, we can see what looks like a distinct outline of someone small. But strangely, whoever, or whatever this was, goes unnoticed by the group. It's for this reason that they no doubt believe that this had to be the spirit of a deceased patient who doesn't know they already passed. But ghost or not, it seems that what was captured will currently stay a mystery. Taking place inside someone's apartment, a man immediately stops what he's doing to record this video, as it was just now that stuff started moving.
And just stuff is moving, right? So this has moved. I thought it was because maybe one of the things is stuck in the blinds, and I closed the blinds, but that was one thing. The bike then fell.
Within the span of 30 minutes, things just started moving on their own. This is something that commonly happens, but not once has it ever been caught on camera. But on this night, something happens that scares the living daylights out of the man. Hoping to get something on camera, he captures this.
And I'm just kind of now trying. I tried to film other stuff when the bike moved, and I deleted that video because nothing happened. But I'm just trying to see if I'm going mad and want to catch something. I've noticed things in this flat for quite a while, but I've always put them down to like neighbours' noise or whatever it might be. But this is the first time I've kind of actually seen things move. But yeah, so I don't really know. I want something to move, and I also don't want something to move. If anything is here, please, by all means, feel free to move something. Move one of the leaves here, move one of the leaves there, I don't know, whatever you want to move. Move the bike again, or the remote here. Don't be scared. Although I am a little bit scared. It's one of those horrible situations where you kind of want something off. There is no way. I'm so glad I got that on recording. Oh, I'm coughing all of a sudden. Holy oh my god, I can't believe I actually got that on film. Please move it again. You've done that much. Please feel free to move it again. This, by the way, has been propped up here for ages. This has not been moved. It's never moved before. Like, I'm actually shaking a little bit. Sorry for swearing, by the way. Oh my god. I'm so happy that I've just got that on tape. And like this, this isn't like attached to anything. Like there's nothing attached to it. Like I haven't kicked it. I haven't moved anything. It's been, I don't know how it was now, but it's been kind of propped up for a long time. I'm going to lay it down a bit more. I absolutely knew that
Had it not been for him lifting his guitar and showing an up-close view of the neck, then this definitely would have raised some suspicions. No strings are seen anywhere besides those on the guitar, and nothing around it hints at the possibility of this being faked. It's the lack of questionable evidence that makes this possibly real, and therefore pretty creepy. Yet this only gets creepier when noticing how sudden the guitar moves. Usually, when things aren't propped right, a slow shifting movement occurs before gravity takes over and makes it fall fast. This, however, immediately moves as if someone had forcefully pushed it. To the man, whatever happened here was surely paranormal. But of course, whether or not that's so is up to you to decide. Was something supernatural at play here? Or is there something else that could possibly explain this?
Don't touch anything. Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or been used in some sort of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. Not even the toys.
How many cases you guys had?
Cases?
My name is Ed Warren, here with my wife Lorraine.
Maybe 1,000.
Every case is different. Every family's different.
Now, not much is known about this next video, considering that the original source is unknown. Where it came from, or who exactly posted this first, remains a mystery. But despite lacking any sort of context, the video is still pretty creepy. Taking place in what appears to be a museum, a group of people visit an exhibit that is, well, a bit disturbing to say the least. As with most lifelike mannequins, there's something quite off-putting about these, but it's not the mannequins that make the video pretty spooky, but rather something else. Whoever took this video seems to have not realized that they captured something unusual during this moment. They didn't see that this was captured.
Very creepy in here.
Appearing out of nowhere, a shadowy figure resembling a woman is caught in the mirror. Its reflection is captured, but the person casting it is nowhere in sight. That is, if it was a person. While some viewers agree that it was a person in the sense that they used to be alive, many believe that this was its ghost. Seemingly dressed in a gown that a woman would wear during the Victorian era, the mysterious shadow passes by, unfazed by the group of strangers in the room. It's as if they've been here for quite some time. But like most videos, without much context, it remains unknown as to who or what was caught on camera. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On the night of October 4th of 2024, a young couple watches a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching the film, and it's exactly how he imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now viewers agree that it's already creepy enough that they live in a house filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed items, but what was captured beats any of those things. As they watch this movie, this is caught.
And of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien!
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
It's not.
You killed my mother!
You killed your mother! You killed your mother! You killed...
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction turns into something they would see in their movie. Out of nowhere, the clown doll on the wall moves. Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while the boyfriend remains speechless, as it seems that the doll had come alive. While some think that the film had something to do with this, the couple believes that something else was responsible. As it turns out, they live across a cemetery that's quite literally down the street from them. The following is the girlfriend's footage. Take a look.
My scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery. Normally this stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. It only makes sense that watching a scary movie near a cemetery would lead to this. But as always, you be the judge on whether or not this was paranormal. Just what exactly had occurred that night? On a sunny day, somewhere on a peninsula, a man records a video of an ancient fortress that was built in 1725. Obviously, the fortress has stood the test of time, seeing that it's still intact. But it's not the durability of this place that baffles the man who filmed this. Instead, it's what appears at this place that's left him pretty spooked. He was taking a video while he and his brother explored the fortress. Although many tourists come here, very few know that the fort has taken the lives of many pirates who invaded the peninsula during the 18th century. Knowing this, the man couldn't help but feel a haunting presence while being here. Now the quality is far from HD, but the video still captures footage of something visible and quite peculiar. This is what was caught.
Okay.
The man who took this had no idea that something appeared around the fort. He further adds that this, whatever it was, had been inside a closed-off section to the public. There was no way that a person could have accessed this area, as no one had stepped foot there for years. If it wasn't a person, as many believe, then what exactly was this? Now it is kind of odd how despite the video's quality, we can still make out distinct figures in the distance, but this, even from a not so far distance, is hard to make out. While some speculate that it might be the spirit of a pirate who died while crossing the fort, others are simply baffled by the clip. Although uploaded in 2023, this video continues to remain a mystery. In this last video, a man named Connor Lyle recorded something strange on his doorbell camera. It happened on a Thursday night when no one else had been outside. Connor had just come home at around 8 p.m. and was heading towards his house when suddenly he gets the strangest feeling. It was as if his body, out of instinct, had sensed something threatening. Perhaps thinking it was all in his head, he shrugs it off and doesn't think much of it, but fast forward to him looking at the footage captured of that night, and his stomach drops. The following is his footage. Watch. As it turns out, his fight-or-flight response wasn't just random, but rather completely called for. Right behind Connor, there appears to be a shadowy figure walking by and then disappearing out of nowhere. However, after seconds pass, it reappears again, but this time a bit closer. It's as if it was making its way towards Connor. Feeling once again immensely unnerved, he turns around and sees nothing. But clearly, as he would eventually find out, something was behind him. What this was is unknown, but judging by Connor's reaction, viewers think it's best if he stayed away from ever encountering whatever this was. While there has yet to be any updates from Connor regarding this footage, this incident continues to remain unsolved. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Also be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Milk składa się z radosnych momentów. Big Milk. Przyjemnie się składa.
On the night of November 16 of 2024, a school teacher stands outside of his class while struggling to remain calm. Only a few minutes ago, he was just inside setting up decorations for his class when he had to stop and immediately walk out after seeing something that made him jump out of his skin. Now, the school that he teaches at doesn't really have a history of paranormal occurrences, but the students there would often make up stories and rumors about the school being haunted, specifically by a student who used to go there. Whether or not this student actually existed remains a mystery, but tonight, after encountering what just happened, he no doubt believes that his class is haunted, if not the whole school. This is what he caught.
All right, I'm just finishing up putting up decorations for the students when they get back. I was on the smart board setting things up. I'm taking a step back, and you guys know me. I stay late often. It's just me here and the janitor. And let me show you. Do you see? Do you see? I mean, is that not a kid sitting right there?
It appears that someone is sitting at a desk towards the back of the class while facing the board in front of it. Now, just for reference, this is what it usually looks like when there isn't someone occupying a seat. Nothing stands out because clearly nothing is there, but somehow either someone or something appears. It's hard to make out any specific features, but there's definitely an outline resembling that of a child's, as viewers noted. Because of this, the instructor believes that the spirit of a former student had come to see him. However, they had come way too late to class. Now, it's worth noting that a few months ago, the school had an accident involving someone who went there. It isn't certain, but the following footage might be related.
What's happening? See, but they just put a girl in the back.
The specifics of what occurred are unknown, but according to a source, the student had unfortunately passed away only days after the accident. Ever since then, the kids at the school would come up with rumors saying that the girl's spirit haunts the building. If that's so, then this definitely makes what was captured a whole lot more interesting. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own judgment. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or might there be something that could possibly explain what was captured? As always, let me know what you think down below.
Determinacja, kreatywność, pasja, a wszystko to z miłości do czekolady. Excellence od Lind Maître Chocolatier.
Just as you finish one video, lots more briefs roll in. Artlist helps you work faster with a curated catalog of premium assets and tools, all in one place, so you'll never have to compromise on quality. Find the perfect song in seconds. Edit faster with advanced extensions. Turn scripts into voiceovers in multiple languages. Collaborate with your team in real time. And color grade videos to perfection. More efficient, more creative, no limits. Create videos at scale with Artlist.
Now, the following footage was recently shared by a mother who was home alone when this happened. The only other person inside the house was her baby, who had just been put to sleep in her crib. It's been a hectic night trying to calm her down as she wouldn't stop crying. According to Angela, the mother, her baby would continuously stare at an empty space before bursting into tears. It was definitely strange, but it wasn't something Angela found concerning. That is, until the following incident took place. At around 10 at night, Angela is woken up by a notification on her phone alerting her that a person has been detected in the back patio. She immediately checks the security camera outside her house from her smartphone to see if maybe her husband was back from work. Instead, she sees this. At first, Angela thought that the figure was simply a case of pareidolia, but then suddenly, this happens. The figure, which Angela thinks looks like a little girl, slowly dissipates into thin air. Just like that, the silhouette is gone. Now, Angela has made a video showing where the little girl had appeared. While it does give some context, her video makes the footage a whole lot creepier.
Okay, so this is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward. And then this is where the security camera is. So when I looked at the footage, I expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
It's the fact that Angela shows what it looks like if someone were to be standing at the door that makes the footage creepier. If Angela's body wasn't able to be seen, as she demonstrates, then how is this clearly apparent? They, or it, just stands there completely motionless. While she doesn't know for sure if this was something paranormal, she now knows what it was that her child was looking at. She believes that this had been responsible for making her baby upset. But of course, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else been captured? On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best to beat the other. It's a tied match, as it looks like neither one can win the game. Well, that is, until one of them gets distracted. It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full attention is given. In fact, he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither of the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
A ver. Eso pa eso es. Eso pa eso.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured, but like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in this corner, but when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip, yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe.
Welcome to the State of Survival Ocean Shelter, the safest place to be. Forget normal houses, fancy RVs or rafts. This is survival like never before. Start by grabbing a tool like an axe to fix up old boats and collect building stuff. Then, get seeds to grow food and use the sea to solve hunger. Inside, we've got places to rest, store things, and a first aid spot, all lit by glowing rocks from the ocean. Don't sweat about oxygen. Our sea fortress has a complete airtight piping system that brings fresh air from the surface straight to us. Now everything's ready. The ocean shelter is waiting to show off its strength.
And even if you say goodbye, you'll never go away. You are the rainbow in my sky, my colors in the gray, my only wish upon a star.